organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Tonight on Daily Iowan TV, the Veteran Center gets a makeover. See how UI celebrated and honored those who have served.
And learn about new changes that could prevent all suicide attempts on campus.
And in sports, the head Hawk steps into the mic. We'll tell you what Kirk Ferentz had to say.
All that and much more is coming your way next.
Stay tuned because Daily Iowan TV is starting now.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Hello and welcome to your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Mary LaPlaca.
And I'm Kara Bimschlager. Campus veterans received some extra resources for all their help. UI past veterans and faculty members gathered today to celebrate new renovations in the Veterans Center. We have Daily Iowan TV reporter Lauren Coffey at the scene.
Today at the Communications Center, veterans and UI officials met to celebrate new veteran resources. Veterans, UI officials, and even a U.S. representative came together to celebrate the veterans' new partnership with the Center for Diversity and Enrichment. They will provide the veterans resources such as counseling and helped update the Veterans Lounge.
We needed new computers, we needed new furniture, we needed a new coat of paint. You know, things just needed to be cleaned up a little bit, I think.
The partnership acknowledges the difference between a veteran and a traditional student and the help needed that comes along with being a student veteran.
A lot of people think you have to be 80 years old to be a veteran, or that we've all had to kill somebody, or that we all have PTSD. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Representative Dave Loebsack stopped by as well to leave some advice for everyone who comes across a veteran.
If you see a veteran with a cap on, especially one from Korea or Vietnam, I would say thank you if you feel comfortable doing that.
This is Lauren Coffey, DITV.
The center currently serves over 500 veterans on campus. 70 of them are new this year.
A $300,000 grant was awarded to leveraging campus community collaborations to enhance suicide prevention at the UI campus. The Hope Action Project aims to eliminate all student suicide on the UI campus. About 2 to 3 student suicides are recorded each year, making suicide the third highest death cause in Iowa City. The grant will be funded to 3 graduate assistants to voluntarily put on mental first aid seminars for students, faculty, and community members around campus. Other organizations involved in the project are Johnson County Crisis Center. The Crisis Center will provide trained counselors to be available either online or in person while tending to Mandarin and English-speaking students. The director at Johnson County Crisis Center, Carrie Neblett, said, quote, "It is important that students have an outlet for talking about their concerns in a way that is easy to access. Having to speak in a second language when you are seeking help can be a difficult barrier to overcome when you are stressed out," end quote. The project and all seminars will begin immediately to help students with the stress they may endure this upcoming year.
Inventors, creators, and engineers in Iowa will be able to have the tools and access to build almost anything this upcoming year. The first ever Fab Lab will be installed in the Sycamore Mall and named the Stream Room. Created by MIT in 2007, Fab Labs give everyone a chance to have tools, expertise, and spaces to build up their dream inventions. Director of Operations of the Fab Labs, Kirk Cheney, said, quote, "It evens the playing field and gives access to everything and everyone, not only the equipment but also the knowledge," end quote. Currently, there are 179 Fab Labs across the country that connect innovators and producers around the country.
And later in the show, see how one famous diner celebrated their birthday by giving back to the customers and the community.
And in sports, our whip around is changing days. Everything you'll need to know about the black and gold is on the way.
But first, let's toss it over to Daily Iowan TV's Brianna Jett, who's standing by with her local weather forecast. Brianna, tell us what we can expect throughout the week.
Thanks, Mary. Well, ladies and gents, it may be time to bring out the fall fashion because that's exactly how it felt today. Returning from our 3-day weekend, our morning was a brisk 68 degrees. By mid-afternoon, our high today got up to 82 degrees and will cool down to 66 with clear skies tonight. As we take a look at the rest of your work week, temperatures should be warming up. Wednesday and Thursday will bring highs of 86 and sunny skies for the most part. As we head into the weekend, temperatures will reach the 90-degree mark and above. Saturday will reach a high of 91 degrees. There will be a slight chance of rain, so keep an umbrella handy at the home football game and during your tailgate. Watch out on Sunday as temps reach 93, but there's also a 60% chance of thunderstorms. It's back to partly cloudy skies and a high of 93 to start out your week on Monday. But that's all for now. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Brianna. The famous Iowa City restaurant Hamburg Inn celebrated their 65th anniversary by giving back to the loyal customers that has kept them going for all these years. From noon to 2 o'clock on Tuesday, the Hamburg Inn handed out free lunch to celebrate their birthday. The famous diner has brought in a variety of influential people such as Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama. The restaurant has also been a place for political candidates to meet with their supporters. But it's not just the famous names that bring in the customers. Some locals have been coming for years. These are the people that Hamburg Inn wanted to thank.
I wish my parents could be here to see how far the restaurant's come and what they built and how it's succeeded over the years.
Hamburg Inn is also giving back to the community by accepting donations of 65 cents or more to give to the Johnson County Crisis Center. Well, I do wish I could have gotten a free lunch today. What about you?
I definitely wish so too. I love their omelets.
And I love their milkshakes.
We're big fans. In other news, city members took the first step of action this past August in the pedestrian mall ordinance. The past vote restricted pedestrians from lying on the bench from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. If anyone was found lying on a bench within those times, police were able to issue a $65 ticket. Tonight, the City Council will meet to discuss more actions they can take to ensure the pedestrian mall is safe for all Iowa City residents. The next issue they will be addressing is the sexual abuse towards young women and open drug use around the city.
And now we'll hand it over to Daily Iowan TV reporter Rebecca Swibes for our Tuesday segment of Street Chatter. Rebecca, give us the scoop.
Thanks, guys, and welcome back to Street Chatter. Each week, we'll choose a topic and see what you on the street have to say about it. Last year, Mayflower suffered from a mudslide that ruined property and their parking lot. To prevent any more property damage, Mayflower has eliminated all parking behind the residence hall. But spots around the city are already limited and meters are increasing in price, making the simple task of parking stressful enough. So we chatted with a few students to hear their thoughts on parking, and this is what we got.
Parking lots, then everybody can really have their schedules as the way they want.
I live close to downtown, but a lot of times I choose to drive my car.
Iowa City have worked toward making city parking more affordable. This year they installed a first free hour in the parking structures. Other ideas are stirring, it just needs to be put in place. Well, that's all I have for you guys this week. Back to you at the desk.
And now we'll toss it over to Whitney Blakemer, who's standing by in the Daily Iowan TV sports studio with everything you need to know about the black and gold. Whitney, take it over.
Hello and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV sports studio. A whole lot on tap in this Tuesday edition of the program, with a number of Hawkeye sports just getting into the swing of their seasons. But we first start today's show with head coach Kirk Ferentz, who addressed members of the media this afternoon after his squad's disappointing season-opening loss to Northern Illinois this past Saturday. Among the things the Hawk discussed, the play of his defense front seven, the expectations he has for his group of tight ends, and of course, this week's opponent, Missouri State. Let's listen in.
As far as getting pressure on the I thought our guys up front, we played a lot of guys. Hardy played a lot, Cooper played a lot. with the 4 starters, and then Meyer got in there a little bit. But I thought those guys, we made progress and did some good things. And first things first, you got to stop the run, and we did a pretty good job of that. If you take the fake punt out of there, so it's a challenge. But then I don't think it affects the pass rush that much, other than play action's always a factor. But I thought we saw some positives up front. Where the ball goes is dictated by the defense. So, but we like our tight ends. We think we have a good group. The play CJ made was a really good play.
What's your take on what you've seen from Missouri State?
Yeah, their game's interesting. The other night, they're I won't say in total control, but they're in a pretty good situation. And then we're trying to bring it out of their own end zone. Actually completed a pass and got it out of there, but then turned it over. Next thing you know, tie game, and then had a near miss, for a bomb, and just couldn't quite complete that. And then, they give up another touchdown. So they kind of lost their traction a little bit there in the second half, but it looked like they were in pretty good control. So I'm sure they're going to come in here ready to go. We need to be ready.
Last Saturday's loss marks Ferentz's 7th straight and the first on an opening Saturday since 2000 for the Black and Gold. This, Jake Rudock's interception, proving to be the pivotal factor in the difference between opening day success and heartbreak for the many of the Kinnick faithful. One of the men in charge of giving the Hawks' first-year QB more time to throw against the Bears this weekend, sophomore Jordan Walsh. Our own Alyssa Bergamini caught up with the linemen earlier this afternoon.
Hi guys, Alyssa Bergamini, joined by Jordan Walsh. Jordan, this is the first time Missouri State will play against a Big Ten team. What are your expectations from them?
They're a pretty good team. They have a good program over there. I expect the best out of them, and it's going to be a good competition.
Going back to last weekend's game against Northern Illinois, what corrections can you make as a team and individually to get a win this weekend?
I feel like we all just collectively as a team get better. Just little details we can fix in our game, then hopefully.
Football is not the only thing on schedule for tonight's show. Our Monday evening Whip Around crew is set to make their first ever Tuesday appearance on the program. And with that, let's toss it over to Daily Iowan TV Sports' Danny Payne to kick off our coverage. Danny?
Thanks, guys, and welcome to Tuesday evening's edition of the Whip Around. I'm Danny Payne reporting here from Grant Field, where this weekend the Hawkeyes are set to host the annual Big Ten ACC Challenge. The Hawks are ranked number 13th in the country and will take on number 18 Wake Forest on Saturday, and then play number 1 North Carolina Sunday. Both games start at 11:30 a.m. Now for more on Iowa soccer, let's send it over to Jalen Sochek, who's standing by. Jalen?
Thanks, Danny. I'm here at the Iowa Soccer Complex, where head coach Ron Rainey and squad are preparing to take on in-state rival Iowa State. The Black and Gold have yet to lose a match this season and are preparing for their 5th win against the Cyclones. Last time these two teams met, the Hawkeyes came up on top with a 3-1 victory. The following Sunday, Iowa will also play at Wright State. Now we'll toss it to Taylor Axelson on the latest of the Iowa volleyball team.
Thanks, Jalen. The University of Iowa volleyball team will be headed away for another weekend as they travel to Indiana this Friday for the Valparaiso tournament. They'll be battling Rhode Island, Eastern Michigan, and the host team Valparaiso to try and keep their perfect record for the 2013 season. Last year they did beat Valparaiso 3-1, so let's see if they can do it again. That's it for our Tuesday evening whip around. Back to you guys in the studio.
Even more perspective coming up on our Wednesday edition of the program, along with a number of other things going on in the Black and Gold sports world. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for in today's show. So for now, Kara, Mary, it's back to you guys.
Thanks, Whitney. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get an exclusive look into what you'll see in Wednesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about the latest ideas and plans Iowa City school districts will be making this year.
And see how UI's favorite friend, Herky, has changed throughout the years.
That's your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to watch us tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.